So here we are starting it off right from the get-go. Black Dragons here on Blacklist on Black Widow up against Hay, starting off on the global risk side.
And a quick rush from Black Dragon directly into the A-long.
Yeah, just going for it, not wasting any time here, but they have lost a couple of members compared to only the one of Hay. And the rush to start things off does not work at all, as it is only Goken left available up against 4.
And already, Kong's already made that big rotation around, all the way around B long already. So it was, Goken was back, caught all the way back there. So the rush certainly does not work out as how Black Dragons have planned on round 1. You do see them going rushing oftentimes, and I think they're going to try this multiple times against Hay in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, we saw yesterday that Imperial, once we got to the second map and they had already dominated the first one, they kind of just threw caution to the wind, and that is mostly their style as well. So they just went really, really aggressive, and Hay, unfortunately, wasn't really able to stand up to it. So maybe Black Dragons saw those matches yesterday, and they were like, well, let's just get in their face right from the get-go. But at least the beginning here for Hay is looking pretty good, and Black Dragons will slow things down.
It could have been worse if Hay was actually caught trying to adjust the positions and go back and forth in the first round. Yeah, but stopping Black Dragon, it seems like it was enough to control the tempo for now for Hay. And they really have to grab the first map. It is considered still a favorite. Black Dragon is still considered the favorite of the matchup here. So Hay starting off in that global risk, they have to get the maximum amount of rounds.
Yeah, and here we go. It seems like Hay has read this rotation pretty well by Black Dragons, but they are going to get that entry kill to start things off. Michael all the way in the back here. And Adrian is actually going to win another firefight here. So starting off good on the entry is Black Dragons.
Even though Black Dragons got the first kill, I thought they were going to have a hard time going through the double bait inside the plant, but it's actually the other way. They caught all the members. And a sweep, basically, with no death from Black Dragon this time.
Yeah, and that's not usually what should go down, especially if the defender, Global Risk, will have 4 members on the site. But Black Dragons just with a very nicely timed aggression there, and they were able to win those firefights. And here we go once again, looking to go towards A, but will back away.
Goken just checking if anyone is coming around or not. Kai has already positioned himself around that A side from the stairs. It's a quite dangerous spot when you don't really have too much info, when your team's not really checking out to A long. So he does go back towards the stairs, being safe.
Yeah, you can see just how far back Black Dragons have gone back to their base. They're going to leave the C4 down for now. And a more balanced approach like we saw in round number 2.
As you can see from the minimap, they're relying a lot on DZZ, what he can do from that A long. Looking into the A plant side, if anyone peeks out, they're trying to get that kill and then go into B side.
Ooh, right in front of him. Looks like he wasn't really able to line that one up, but Binzi does go down.
Yeah, Binzi did go out a whole lot through the central. But Hay still having 2 men, sort of in a bait position, one right next to the storage in the box, and one all the way near the plant box. So in less than a minute, finally Black Dragons making rotation again towards that A long.
Ooh. And Michael, the second one to essentially get baited up through the center, is going to get shut down, and that makes it a 5-on-3 as they are looking to enter into A long. Yuri gets the headshot. Can he get any more? It looks like he did a nice amount of damage, but not able to stop the rush.
Kais gets one back, all the way back, but he will be caught again as they still have DGG waiting for that placement. So great job by Black Dragons using all the time that they had gathering all the info. Hey, I think they tried to get a lot more map information from the global risk side, and then it ended up costing them a lot more.
Yuri was spotted here by Mawson, and he will go down to the headshot. You can see Mawson just barely saw him there. Binzi trying to stop this as well, but he gets flashed and grenaded. It's not looking good for him. Down he goes as well, making it a 5-on-3 again.
It's not bad to come out from the A stairs and go all the way into the room, but with some valuable information, you have to be able to escape. But well, hey, I think they're going a little too deep to begin with in this matchup. Now all there is left is Kai's just crossing the blacklist spawn now, so it's going to take a while for him to get there.
Yeah, he also does have this so we've seen this before. 1-on-4 is pretty much impossible, but also with the sniper, it's going to be hard for some of these close battles. Goken spots him, easy shot, and takes him out.
Especially when there's a single person or even more, oftentimes. From the waterway, it's near impossible to get that shot with a sniper. So he took the long way. He took the hard way on his own. Ooh, A-long and a push from Hey, too.
Yeah, they are actually able to land that cold shot, but GGZ is pretty angry, gets in there, and fires one back. And you can see that after that aggressive play, Hey just going to back away, wait on the sights here, and BD will also take a little bit of a breather, not going for any rushes for now.
I did like the aggression from Hey to begin with. If they just stay in the same position and give all the info to Black Dragons, they could be just chopped down into pieces one by one. And I think that's the reason they thought the exact opposite. Let's go aggressive instead and try to do what we can against Black Dragons. Certainly it has not been working out so far. Either they go into the A stairs, A long, the push has been... Actually, the strategy has been confronting exactly against each other. And oftentimes when they literally just went to face, it has been Black Dragon win so far.
Yeah. Nice little amount of damage done there to Viana towards that central door. Kind of suspected him slowly creeping forward as they are making their way over towards Alley. And actually going to make their way into A. There's nobody here for the side of Hey. Looks like all of them are over towards B, or one of them now pushing up towards the center. Looking to potentially re-enter early as the plant is going down. Not exactly successful so far.
Michael got some information from that double doors. And that's the reason why they backed up to the B side, leaving A side totally open. And again, does not make it through that window into the site at all. If you are the last one caught, it's a hard window to go through unless you grab some lucky headshot kills.
Yeah, and you could see he was trying to hop up and see what he could see, but he gets taken out. And so far, this has been dominance once again from our Brazilian team, this time around Black Dragons.
Yeah, waterway spoke into the center. Binzi got a pretty good headshot to begin with, though. It could have been worse. So good distraction towards the storage, and Black Dragons actually losing, after losing a couple of their members. They're changing into B side. That's interesting. I thought they were going to totally disregard with all the smokes and go to the A side because they're lacking resources.
Oh, that play by Michael was actually really sneaky. He's able to sneak out from his position, but he just gets 3 kills in a row. Does Goken says, I don't care about your defense, gonna take you all out.
Yeah, from 4-2, suddenly it becomes 2-1 instead in favor of Black Dragons now.
Nice shot by Kais. It's gonna end up being a 1-on-1. Spotted, and DGG just puts him in the grave. Says, well, we don't even have to plant that bomb. Just really nice clutch play by Goken when they really needed it after their rush was not going so well.
Now that's a real good drag into a quick scope. And again, trying the 1-4. Oftentimes it has been DGZ when they leave a sniper towards the A long. But when it's the opposite, when they have 4 towards that A long, it is Goken looking for that B long side.
You can see Kais is really the main defender for now of this A site. He's got his arm out, and the first shot will be good. This is the second one, has some support from Binzi, but he has been spotted up there on the top. We're just going to get dominated by Mazin, who gets 2. Now it's just Michael and Binzi up there on top. Binzi gonna take one more down.
Yeah, Binzi certainly getting a pretty good position, drawing a lot of attention to the pillar only, and Goken takes him down from the side.
Michael spotted. Adrian takes a bit of damage. And finally, up on short, it looks like through alleys, we finally do get T-Cons joining. Looks like maybe they want to rotate all the way back. There's still some time, as there is a minute left in this round.
Switching guns because of their HP. Sniper, you just rely on a single shot, so that's a good choice. Less than a minute, though. They do have the C4.
And Goken knows that there has been plenty of time for some kind of flank play to be pulled off. He's checking all of the different corridors, trying to find T-Cons and take him down right away with the headshot. 30 seconds left.
And Michael sort of reading that rotation, wanting to check through that door. And with that position check, Adrian's going to pick that C4, go directly into that A site. Michael should know the timing. He's being aggressive, though. But not far into the B site, so he doesn't go as far away from that A.
Oh, nice shot there by Michael. And he's got full health here up against a low Adrian. Adrian able to plant that bomb.
Would he go out to A long, because Michael would know that and go towards, he can rotate towards A long.
Ooh, nice shot by Michael. Going to be able to land that one and get the defuse down. So in what was one of our longer rounds here, he is actually able to pull off the defense on Global Risk and take their second round.
You do have to remember that it's still 5 rounds won already by Black Dragons in Black Widow. Usually you see a lot of 7-2, 6-3s, but Black Dragons has actually not being aggressive as we thought. As we saw from the beginning of this match, they just rushed into A's, saw that didn't work. Okay, hey, when they're in pretty good position, they can do what they can. They can do whatever they want to. So Black Dragons trying to win this map with some strategy, oftentimes just having 1-4 split, but not really putting down any pressure towards the center. They only had one push towards the center after having the distraction into the storage room with the smokes. They may be trying that again, maybe this time just the waterways.
You can see there were so many members of Hay just sitting up there on short, trying to, just look down alley and see what they could see. Kais wasn't able to land anything, took an immense amount of damage himself. But he has been consistent for his team, 6-6 so far. As the first opening frag will be by DGZ.
That's an opening at the A site. So they can literally just control the door and go into a short from the alley.
There does seem to be sufficient defense here for now, as Michael is slowly pushing up through mid at the same time. Looking for a little bit of a flank. They're going to take it slow. Here comes Black Dragons. You can see he's shot from behind as they move in. Flash not going to be great, but Yuri will go down. Only takes one with him. And down will go Michael too, and it's all up to T-Cons now.
DGZ getting 4 kills in total in this round, opening up the A site with that AWM. Going in at the same time from A long, at the same time as the alley guys with the 4 men. Still getting the side shot along with the long shot into the doors. I mean,
oh boy.
This guy's making everything work with the pistol now.
Yeah, that was pretty insane. DGC came to play. Gets taken out this time though.
I thought there was no one waiting there as he already took a couple out.
T-Cons. Not sure if they know exactly where he is, but actually Viana just going to take him out. Quick headshot, and there we go into the half. 7-2 by Blacklist moving ahead. Black Dragons making a statement here early on and having a great start to this first match.
Let's see how he is going to break through Black Dragons. As Black Dragons, known as one of the more aggressive teams out from the Global Risk side, how Look how much pressure they're putting. They're actually out in the waterway, not waiting for those base spots right next to the storage room.
Here comes Hay, though, getting in there. The flash will be effective, but spraying through the smoke, he's going to find one, make it two. Viana will be able to help out with him. The rush not effective from Hay.
Yeah, smoke's actually worked out perfect for Black Dragons even more. You're getting a help with Masin from the side. And cleans out the rest. So 2 more rounds for Black Dragons. We'll seal the map already. They want to make this quick.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it, right? They come in here, and although they didn't, you know, they weren't just like rushing down the sites or anything like that. It was just better overall play to start off here from Black Dragons. And
yeah, that's the reason why you have a sniper going A long and one towards that B long, just in case one sneaks out from the storage into the water. Once the waterway is controlled by the global risk side, it gives a lot more pressure going into the B, which basically means that you're either going central doors or A, forcing out a big rotation. Yeah, last time Black Dragons were able to put out that much pressure.
Look at this setup from Black Dragons, trying to avoid the flash. And also up there on the boxes, down will go Michael. Viana will be effective here on the defense.
He takes one down from storage. Want to draw out as many smokes as they can into storage so they can come into B. If not, they're going to be reading it pretty well and says, okay, it's gotta be either A short or A long. They can't really come into the central doors because of the amount of snipers that Black Dragons already have. Kai is looking for a potential kill or anyone coming around, but they're not peeking into that A long at all. Goken just looking into A short, and Martin's just gonna back him up.
All right, here we go. The entry from Hay. The first shot will miss. T-Cons able to pick off one, but DGZ helping out from afar. And Hay will actually make it onto the site, so it will have to be a retake. But a win in the firefight there in the center. And here come Black Dragons.
Yeah, Adrian just peeking into the window, and the other two going through the alley. I mean, Yuri's all the way out in the A long. I think he's just going to rotate towards the A short when it's going to diffuse. If the diffuse comes now, then it's actually going to be dangerous.
Yeah, they're going to have someone cover. They know where he is now as Yuri takes one out. As the defuse comes in, should be an easy shot as Adrian is actually going to get the defuse. Oh boy. Although, actually, Hay, yeah, that's actually incorrect. Global Risk did win that time around, and it is only one more as he did survive and get the defuse.
I'm pretty sure that was... He should have gotten that shot, but it just did not come through. It was planted for that A short to have an easy time. But sometimes those defuse do come through. Have confidence.
Yeah, definitely a little bit disappointing for Hay there. Not able to defend that defuse. And now Black Dragons looking to fend off some aggression here at the B site. As the bomb is coming in, and down will go Kai's and T-Cons. Not looking good.
Close out the map with the final member left, Yuri. The final member right next to the storage, trying to get some kills. Every single kill headshot does matter. There's one.
Started off good, but not able to do it 1v4 as 10-2 will be the final score there on the first map. Black Widow looking good for Black Dragons as they started off strong on Blacklist. And
yeah, pretty quick map here as Black Dragons, even though they actually started off pretty slow from Blacklist side, which I thought was sort of weird. I think they're just trying to warm up, even though I'm pretty sure they're already warmed up. But just in case Hay has prepared some aggressive strategy, which they actually did from the global risk side. It worked out perfect for Black Dragons. They waited in their position, got the members of Hay that were actually coming out from the doors in the B long, A long. After those initial kills, made it into 5v4, 5v3, so it was certainly so much easier for Black Dragons to take those first rounds.
Absolutely. Definitely looking like the better team to start off here are the Black Dragons. As we're going to take a look at some of the highlights, you will see a lot of winning. This was actually Rico missed right in front, but was still able to get the kill with the Colt. And yeah, just very much effective on the blacklist, even though they were taking it pretty slow. Their shots were on point. So that was Goken's triple kill, where he really came in clutch.
And following that with that quick scope from DGZ. And those reads on rotations and the timing has been superb. This is DGZ's angle that we did not get to see before. Those shots are just amazing.
Pretty insane what they were able to pull off. As I remember this, just trying to run through the smoke, and Adrian was really just in the perfect defensive position. And he had two allies right behind him.
Yes, one on the side, one right next to him. So the angles that Hay actually had to cover from Blacklist's side was about maybe 110 degrees at once.
Yeah, pretty impossible. And it really did just feel like Black Dragons had their number at every single angle. We'll see how it goes here on sub-base, as it looks like we're ready to jump straight into the second map. No delays tonight. Let's jump into it right away. And here we go, straight onto the second map, as promised. And looks like we're getting ready here. It looks like Black Dragon straight onto the blacklist once again.
So nothing crazy so far, Hey, just having the normal position. One in that A bottom, one in AC near the control, one near control, the shutter, and the cage, one towards the B upstairs. So nothing crazy. And also from Black Dragons is focusing into the machine room, see if anyone goes for that boost into the lights from the lockers. They check that no one's coming. And then making small rotations towards that hallway.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see, you know, some of the other Brazilian teams and their strategies here, especially on the attack. Imperial showed very aggressive plays. Yuri gets two on the double kill. As Michael will be taken out. The aggression is effective. Spotted is Binzi. Down he goes, and now it's up to T-Cons, who's going to take some damage from that grenade. Turns around, gets one, but gets sniped. And just a straight-up firefight win there by the Black Dragons.
Immediately, DGZ coming around the control room. I can't believe it, because he was coming around the control room and then pistoling while he's escaping from the room. He gets a kill. And while he's just picking up that C4, going for the plant, his teammate goes down, instantly turns, and gets that snipe shot. So his, not just skills, but his instincts are on a different level of play, as he knows exactly when to shoot, where to see, where to look for the opponent.
Yeah, it's been a huge acquisition for Black Dragons. He was very critical to their wins yesterday, and I'm sure he will be for more of their wins in the future, and already has been here today.
And after that, Hey, just leaving that AC room open, having a closed out defense towards the B site, but after hearing a few being dropped, having a small rotation towards that AC.
Z playing on the site, waiting for the aggression, sees him with a frag, and comes out, gets the one. So far, there's two.
Nice.
And actually, effectively, does defend the aggression for now.
Mazin the only one left. Even after throwing that many smokes and nades, Black Dragons actually waited a couple of seconds before diving into that A bottom. Gave a lot of chances and time for Hate to have an easier backup, which in this case, they didn't even need as much, as we saw that many kills from Binzi.
Mazin will have to pull off the super play if he wants to have any chance of winning this round for his team.
Yeah, C4 is down right at the bottom, so he's got to check all angles.
Oh, okay, gets one. Looking for Michael. He's going to move forward, actually. Not up in AC anymore, and he will not be able to take down Yuri. He does get good position there up on that tanker. Able to take him down, so 1-1. Hey will pull off the defense.
Black Dragon's taking the entire match a lot slower than I thought. And Hey just going, I think they're trying to just follow the pace of Black Dragons and see how quickly they want to take the match. And so far, it actually has been Binzi taking a lot, at least a double kill or at least a kill to bring and a delay, with a pretty good delay with smokes and nades before he goes down from that A site. And so far, Black Dragon's having some tough time breaking through this guy.
Yeah, can be difficult to break down this ramp, but they will attempt it once again. Nobody's on the site this time. Looks like they're all up in AC, or at least a couple of them for now.
The double AC one from Shutter, everyone else in the base spot towards the B.
Nobody's in here. They're actually going to get position on the site. All 5 of them from Black Dragons make their way in.
Yeah, Hey expected after a pretty solid defense at A site, expected Black Dragons to go somewhere else, towards the center, towards the B site. Hey actually making a big rotation towards that A road. It's somewhat of a position swap for the entire team.
Yeah, T-Com's coming in here with a bit of spray. He's got his pistol out. Goki gets the one. Yuri moves around looking for DGZ, but he will not be able to pull off that super play. Double kill from Mazin up here on the ramp to AC. It will take him out.
The risk for Hey to put out maximum defense towards the other 2 places did not work out too well this time. There's a pressure into the machine room.
Yeah, Michael is going to get in there, but down he goes. Kai's not able to take anyone with him, but the triple kill from T-Cons. And now he's the hero of the round.
I think he came from the square from the side and got the side angle where Black Dragons, they were busy taking down Kai's in the middle of that machine room. So yeah, pretty good timing to come in and get those kills.
Okay, the flick starts it off well for DGZ. A little bit of damage sustained. Finds one, but 2 of them there on the angle. It's not going to be good as Binzi shoots him.
Yeah, he found one, but there's one more right next to him.
Yeah.
When you have a AWM, unless they're lining up 100%, it's pretty hard to get those 2 kills at once.
Yeah, they did not. DGZ lined it up well, but couldn't take the 2 of them down with him. As pretty nice split this time around from Hey. Black Dragon sticking around towards the machine room, but maybe they're going to take their time this time around, as there have been a couple of tumultuous rounds in a row.
Michael checking if there's any kind of boosting from that light, from those lights in the locker room, which Black Dragon doesn't really try too many times, but they're making access into the shutter.
Anna, that's a really nice opener, as they are going to open up that B site and make their way in. The 2 members from A now actually running on through, trying to see if they can see anybody, but most of them have moved on to B.
Already having pretty good angle behind that pillar.
2 health here from Kai's. Finds 1, finds 2, but the miracle not happening this time around with the 2 health. That's another pretty dominant round there from Black Dragons. They are able to move on into that B site with a little bit more patience that time around.
I think it's about time Black Dragons try to peek into the locker, along with hallway 1-4, or just directly in from the central square. Because they've been checking a few times into the machine room, but they got no further information into the 2nd floor, into the lockers, and into the B bomb site. And so far, they are waiting for some rotational work from Hey And then open up possibly from into the control room from the vent or checking A road if they can get any peeking kills with snipes.
Yeah, so far I have liked some of the strategies that Hay has used. Able to mix it up from time to time and get really aggressive even on global risk. You have Kai's in a really interesting spot behind everybody as they move in. He will not be able to help his team just yet. He already spotted in the back. Kai's comes in, but not able to do it all himself. T-Cons from behind the gate looking to help out here. But he is pretty low. Finds the one. There's the headshot. And getting aggressive on the angle there, but Mazin is going to win the straight-up firefight and take him out for 4-2 now in favor of Black Dragons.
Black Dragons trying to break into any sort of spot that they have access to. One from the A road into the bottom, now the control room, and right before that it was also the hallway. See, the only one left now is directly from the lockers. Which in this case, Hay actually put 2 members right now. I think they are thinking exactly what I'm thinking. But no boosting into lights. And a pretty slow rotation coming out from Black Dragons into that A road. Checking every corner just in case.
Yeah, slow and easy does it, but they do have 4 members over here for a pretty powerful charge. We do have 1 member kind of hanging around here, but the entrance hasn't been made. As here we go, gonna make it onto the site pretty unharmed once again, but Hay immediately recognizing this. Trying to get in, but Oken had a really fantastic angle there, coming in from the central square, unseen. And now
he was hiding right behind the box from the control room there. As you're rushing into a bomb site, sometimes you can be caught right behind that triple box. Michael, the final member. He pulled it off. No, not this time. As Black Dragons again grabbing the round. Slightly taking the time, but going in towards that right bomb site where Hay is spending least amount of numbers. So Hay, I think they're taking feedback a little too early. Michael just could have gone down from that shot. And Black Dragons being bold and trying the similar strategy at least twice in a row, which has been hurting Hay a lot more in terms of strategy choice.
Yeah, here they come. Trying to make their way in through machine. Slowly but steadily, the 4 members.
Yeah, you got to check all the lights and the boxes before peaks, because you can get that tag even if you don't see him. After slowly checking into the second floor, Michael down at the bottom of the rocket.
Ooh.
It's not getting the shot.
Yeah, couldn't really find anyone. It was like everything was happening around him. So now Binzi tries to come in here. He can't be the hero. T-Con's the only one left available. He finds the 1, finds the 2, but also finds his death. 6-2 is going to be the name of the game here. Black Dragons looking once again to close this one out pretty quickly.
Certainly another dominant map is going on for Black Dragons. Hey, I think it's hard when they have been broken through in every angle. Where do they put the focus?
Yeah.
At this time, they're putting double into the locker room. Black Dragons, are they feeling this?
Doesn't look like it.
After a couple of throws, immediately backing up into the machine room.
Yeah, maybe just trying to see if they can get any bit of damage with their grenades in the corners of the lockers, but not going to commit to it heavily or anything like that. They may want to make another rotation down A road, as they have had some success with that here on this side of Blacklist.
And after hearing one entry into the A side, there's a big rotation from Hay into A directly. Already 3 members down at A bottom. They're giving this much time to go face to face.
There they are spotted, but the two of them are just sprayed down by Adrian. Nice little position by Vinci, though, picks up the double kill to make this an even fight for now.
Vinci's doing so well right behind that long bomb to actually stall time to get down at least few members. Now down to 2-2.
Yeah, 2-on-2. I think one of the members of Hey is pretty low. No, they're just pretty healthy, actually.
And C4's down to the side.
Oh.
Mazen just taking both of them down with those headshots. First half. What a dominant first half for, again, the Black Dragons.
Yeah, they certainly make it look easy. A lot of the matches yesterday, I feel like, were pretty evenly matched. But not this time around. Michael going to shut down that aggressive play.
And DZZ immediately lost going outside from the hallway. I think he wanted to get a peek into the square. Maybe peek into the machine room, but did not get that chance. Now with 5v4, and even when there's 4 members up, Black Dragon's going aggressive in their positioning.
Oh, I like this from Adrian. All the focus was there on Mazen after he had poked out, and he just comes out guns a-blazing.
Goken does go down, but after all, getting all the information and a kill from that B site.
Oh, and Yuri was the only one. And they were able to get on it, but then Viana just shuts him down.
Exactly when you expect the least, when you're up against the opponent with 1 member down, you don't really expect them to come out from their side. And that's exactly when Black Dragon strike into that A road. I think they were just caught having less guards.
Oh, trying to get aggressive here was Black Dragons in the machine room, and they just get pummeled. Sometimes, you know, when you play aggressively and you're very confident and things are all going your way, all it takes is a couple of good shots from your opponent. And hey, we're able to shut it down. We'll see if they can somehow get this momentum going in their way.
I think Black Dragons were thinking that there would be a rush into that central side or B. Now this time, BGG does get the first kill. Already have 2 from the AC, so this won't be too hard as the rush is sort of stopped. And Mazen in the bait position. One looking into that control room entry, right behind the try box.
Doesn't look like he was spotted there, actually. Mazen got great position here. Only able to take down 1, though, as Michael makes quick work of that. Gets the double kill up there on AC.
He's still left up here, and he can look for those sweet headshot, but it's going to be hard. So, Viana tried to come down and try to do what he can. DGG switching off to the rifle.
Both of them are so incredibly low from Hey. Yuri, the only one left available here. DGZ picking up that AK and puts him down. As now we are on actually match point, not even set point. I mean, I suppose it's both, but just really, really quick work here from Black Dragons in this match, making it look quite easy. Even easier than Imperial yesterday up against Hey.
But not as much again as Binzi opens up with the kill into that entry. So 5v4 situation again, and BTZ is really low. He does have the sniper, so it might matter less for him as he's just down at A bottom. Let's see how Hey wants to rotate this round out as they're gathering towards that central square. Maybe looking to break into the hallway along with the lockers. After a few smoke into AC from the control room, going into hallway to block the site from shutter seems like a good idea.
All right, here they go. Goken in position. Only gets the 1. Binzi will go down, though, at the same time. As they have made it onto B. Michael here with the rest of his team.
Viana opened up the B side, thinking that they would directly come. And had the base spot from the lockers.
Well, we got a couple of really low members of Black Dragons. 1 will go down. And now it's up to DGZ. He's got that bomb, and that's not going to do it here. Moving into B. Hey will pick up another round and keep their hopes alive.
And they have to do it many more times to tie it up, to bring it to the extra round. They have to do 5 more. Black Dragons going aggressive into the machine room.
Yeah, they're angry.
Hey, immediately after catching the angle of how far those nades came out, backing up from the machine, going into the A site. Goken here. Trying to get some snipe.
Oh, waiting behind the center. He is going to go down.
It was totally flashed, so he couldn't really find any shot. Still 4 members up for both teams.
Benzi gonna get a double kill.
But goes down to DZZ in a trade right after from that A road. The access point will be the stairs. But did he switch into the rifle?
Yeah, they gotta get in here right now. There's the one. Viana gets the 2. Yuri, the only one left here. And he's able to pick off 1, but he will go down. And that should be the end of this entire match. The defuse will come in. And Viana, the hero this time around, will secure the victory for the Black Dragons. They're 10-4.